What's the best way to get your feet wet with QR codes? When April came in the door today, she passed me her little hockey card. I got excited about that. And then she passed me the ZipSat Go, and I saw she had the QR code. So that was pretty cool. So what are your thoughts on that? Maybe I'll start with Chantek.
Do some research. There's a lot of times where QR codes are created and they aren't done properly. Like, for example, there's a required space of 4 millimeters of white space around the QR code. A lot of times, if you don't have that space around the code, they won't scan properly. And I've seen it where I've seen really nice ads that would have a QR code on there, but they don't have that 4 millimeters of space and it won't scan, and they're wondering what's wrong. Well, it's not the code, it's the way you implemented that code. So just make sure you do some research. There's lots of blogs out there and free websites where you can create QR codes. You can do it on scandayton.com, but there's a lot of other websites out there where you can go and create codes. But just do some research, find out how to use them. If you're going to use them, make sure that they're landing on a mobile optimized web page. Because a lot of times people, of course, they're scanning with their smartphones. If you're scanning with a tablet, it's different. You can pull up pretty much anything on your tablet. But if you're scanning with a smartphone, make sure that you keep that audience in mind so that the web page that it's landing on is actually formatted for the mobile devices.
Starbucks launched a while back using QR codes, and they're really using those for payments right now. And my understanding is on a daily basis, there are about 3 million users are actually, flashing the QR code on their Starbucks card and making payments that way. I would say just at looking at print media, that I think we're just past the early adopter stage and starting to get to critical mass of people who really understand what these things are and how to use them. And it's tremendous for if you're the seller, because traditionally print media, you had no idea what was what impact it had on your customer base when you distributed those flyers, and now you can really measure how much are you getting back as a consequence of that initiative with print media. So it's hugely valuable, certainly for the sellers.
There's a fairly large restaurant chain that we provide guest access to Wi-Fi for, and they're considering putting QR codes next to their beer selection to give all the data on the beer, next to their foods to talk about the supply chain from farm to fork, showing where the ingredients come from, giving a little bit more transparency on their suppliers, the kind of organic foodstuffs that they use. So you're going to see it a lot more.